So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's second and 2. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live the play another down.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
Here's first and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. That is caught! And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a...
And he's in. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Here comes a return from the end zone. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
3rd down and 9. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, that's Johnson. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. A toss left side caught by his running back, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
They'll look to throw yet again. Now inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. To throw again is Wilson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up. It'll be first and goal when we come back. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Back to the air one more time. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Going in the wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Giants.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll come up here, first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. To the right side, catch made by McLaurin. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. On play action, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. He's got it. And he will score. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better.
And he's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now Wilson on first down. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Throwing is Wilson. The man down the field, it's Olave. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. Gano on to add the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Giants draw closer here. It's 21-14. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On the give, it's Robinson. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Second and 7. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Working across the field, there's McLaurin. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Jayden Daniels, you look at his time at LSU, Mike, and he certainly had great wide receivers to throw to. But now being a rookie quarterback and having the veteran presence of a guy like Terry McLaurin, that is such a comfort for any young quarterback getting his feet under him in this league.
And this is too far over the end line It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Daniels to throw on second down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll be third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Trying to make a play out of the pocket, couldn't do it. It's intercepted.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That's to the rookie from LSU, Malik Nabers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice play there by Malik Nabers. And when we talked to the head coach, Brian Daboll, what did he tell us? He said, I need more competitive guys. I need guys that are going to go out there and compete for the ball, play in and play out. And remember, Mike, this is a guy that led college football in yards per game last year at over 120 yards receiving per game. So they got themselves a pretty special talent here in New York, and I think we're just scratching the surface.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. So 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Second and a yard. From the gun, it's Wilson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He'll try to run for it. And Wilson's been doing this a long time. He knows the drill. Slides to avoid the contact and picks up the first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New York.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The return starts from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Washington. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year.
Makes the score. Commanders 28, Giants 21.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Oh, he thought he had a man across the field, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Play action. Here's Daniels. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing, and ultimately led in an incompletion.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as the clock is stopped with 35 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Commanders set to kick this one away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. This one on target to Olave. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 31 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will cut the lead down to 4.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Commanders 28, Giants 24.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Still no pressure. They gotta upgrade. 'Cause last week was what they need to tell no lies.
Feels like a lawnmower, baby.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On first down, Wilson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. Left side to the hands of Neighbors. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Olave is the motion man. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now faking the give. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Now a 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Here's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down, Commanders.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Nice job there by Terry McLaurin, picking up a fresh set of downs. He's recorded over 1,000 yards each of the last 4 seasons. And now that's somebody that Jayden Daniels, the young rookie quarterback, is going to be able to lean on as he goes through his development process here early in his career.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
That one complete to Brian Robinson. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Got his man at the 6. He is in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Wilson lines up in the pistol. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield. Bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit and ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He's got his man complete to Johnson. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, Giants.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To throw again is Wilson. That's to Bellinger. He's got it downfield. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Again, Wilson.
First and goal. Quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
The score, Commanders 35, Giants 32.
So we'll take it to the other end.
With respect to the score, Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Here's second and 2. Another run here for Robinson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
Third and short, and you come up with a big stop, taking the ball carrier down for a loss. Now you put yourselves in a position to hopefully get the ball back and give your offense a chance to go down there and take the lead.
He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And it's going to be a Commander's first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So Can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Down inside the 10. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We'll see if they can put this one out of reach.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now Wilson on 1st down. Open man down the field. It's Olave. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
On 2nd down, Russ. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On 1st down, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. They pick up 17 through the air. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Has his man, it's Samuel. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it.